Good morning and welcome to an episode of our Big Lap series that we are both particularly looking forward to. Ever since we started planning, we've been dying to get right here because we're about to get in the car and head essentially behind us right there to go and explore the Flinders Ranges here in South Australia.
Yes, so we are really excited, as Daniel said, me in particular, because this place has so much history and geology in it that is just mind-boggling and really cool. Plus, it's one of the only, I think it's one of two dark sky sanctuaries in the entire Southern Hemisphere, and we happen to be here on a new moon with clear skies, so very excited.
So no pressure to get our cameras working, so they're going to be getting an absolute workout during this trip, and we are so excited. We tried our first night laps last night, which actually turned out pretty good, so
yeah, it was good.
Keen to learn a bit more for that. So right now we're camped up at a place called Katninga.
Yes,
yeah,
Katninga.
Station.
I keep wanting to call it Cat Ninja.
Yeah, beautiful campsite here. We've got the biggest site ever, and it's even got our own private drop toilet and little shower they've built around a hollowed out tree, which is like a bucket you put water in and shower underneath. So
very
pretty special. And we have the most amazing weather for the whole time we're here in the Flinders. Blue skies, sunny weather, minimal wind, which will mean we are doing this a fair bit to shoo away the flies.
They're so bad.
But we are so pumped for this one. This is the stuff we absolutely love, like four-wheel driving, epic views, amazing sunsets, and some nice rugged landscape.
Yeah, so we will be over the next week heading from here, which is kind of just south of the Flinders Ranges. We're going to head into the southern Flinders Ranges, do some stuff around Horseshoe Rim, and then we're going to head up through the centre and end all the way up in Arkaroola at the very northern end of the Flinders Ranges, and that will take us to the end of our trip. So all of that packed into 7 days, pretty quick, but we are super excited.
Yeah, so with that in mind, let's pack down camp and get on the road. We are Daniel and Bianca from Explorebound, and this is our Big Lap series. At the start of 2025, we packed our entire life into our trusty D-Max and headed off for the trip of a lifetime.
Starting in Perth, WA, we are making our way around mainland Australia to try and see as much of this beautiful country as we can fit into the year.
We'll be sleeping in our rooftop tent and living out of our fully custom DIY canopy fit out that's been a year in the making just for this trip.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey while we take you through all the highs and lows that the Big Lap can bring.
This series is proudly supported by Anaconda and also made possible thanks to iTech World, Altic, and Tygear. Our plan this morning is to make our way into the southern Flinders Ranges to tackle the Horseshoe Top End four-wheel drive track, described by geologists as a miniature Wilpena pound and the perfect place to get a taste of what this epic landscape has to offer.
And so when they're talking about the sequencing, so geosequencing is when you look at the layers of the earth and basically it's the sequence of events, right? So it's like
when you cut a tree and you see all the rings.
Yeah, right? So it's like the layers that are closer to the top are obviously the younger layers, and the ones that are closer to the bottom are the older ones. This is a place where obviously it took 300 million years or whatever it was for this sediment to form. This was like 600 million years ago. It took like 300 million years for this sediment to form layers, so that's like 300 million years of history, and then those layers then folded into mountain ranges, which is now the Flinders Ranges over the next however many millions of years. And so now apparently what you get to see here is like those layers, and so you can actually see the layers and see the history of the earth forming. And obviously there's like fossils and minerals and stuff that's being trapped in there from all the way back then, and that's how they can see it, which
so a lot of history here and a rare chance to actually visualize that history.
So exciting.
Yeah,
really good. And because I teach this stuff in science, and any students that watch this probably just this is so boring.
Back
it's not
in class
boring.
Again.
It's so cool, but to actually see it in person is really wicked. After a quick and spectacular drive, we made it to the Horseshoe Top End. This is a paid self-drive four-wheel drive track through a private station which we had booked a few days prior, so we made our way to the homestead to meet with the owner and pick up our directions. Alright, so we have just arrived at the Horseshoe Top End, which is a station up here, and we just spoke to Teresa, who is the owner, or one of the owners.
So nice.
Loveliest person ever. She's such a beautiful human. So she's talked us through all the tracks and stuff, and we've got a little map, which is great, very handy. I also got emailed this. I think there's one other group which I'm actually spying up on a lookout right now. I can see there's a group of 4 cars, but I think otherwise it's just us. And yeah, so she's given us the all go. We're allowed to film and use drone, which is awesome.
Yeah, it can be a bit touch and go in this Flinders Ranges area, so we're just being careful to check where we can and can't film / use the drone. But here, it's all good.
Yeah, but always pays to check as well. It's a respectful thing to do, and I think they appreciate it as well. But anyway, so we are now going to go and explore. We're going to go through the scrub paddock first and have a look at some of the flora and fauna that grows on this flat plain, and then we're going to be heading up along a ridge line and into some of the ranges.
Yeah, exciting.
Very cool.
So Bianca is just walking to get a shot. I am quickly turning off this brake warning that the D-Max enables every time it sees a shrub. So quickly turning that off. Yes, that will make life so much easier. So we've just stopped in at a lovely little lookout here, pretty early on in the track, and this actually lets you see the entire of this horseshoe rim track. You can see behind me that kind of that horseshoe shape that goes all the way around to there. The end of our track is approximately, I'm guessing over there in some general area. So we're about to be jumping back on the track and making our way around that whole rim. So pretty cool, and pretty cool to be able to check it out from this point. Quick snack break.
Our pantry's a little bit full.
After our restock days, this pantry is so ridiculously full, and this door before wasn't able to open fully because the back in there was actually hitting on some food, but Bianca's found a way to do it.
Open my Gato bar! It's been a tough morning, right? The flies are getting to me.
We've not had lunch yet, and it's at what, 1 p.m? 12:30? Is that good?
Not that late. Oh, it is that late. Yeah, move on.
As we made our way around the ridgeline of the four-wheel drive track in awe of the incredible views and the sunburnt orange colour of the landscape, we came to Longview Lookout, a main point of interest along the track with a pretty fitting name. So just wrapped up doing a few of the four-wheel drive tracks in this area. Amazing weather, amazing views. It's been a pretty fun day.
Yeah, it has, definitely. And right now we are just parked up on the rim of this horseshoe, I don't know what you call it, pound,
We've
I think they call
essentially
it.
driven all the way from over there, around this whole rim trail to where we are now.
Yeah, and we still get to finish off by, I think we don't do this last little bit, we actually duck down and go back to the station and the rest of the world, but really cool and awesome views. And yeah, just beautiful weather today.
It's hard to like capture it all on a photo because it's just like everywhere you look is an awesome view. So been doing our best, but yeah, just enjoying kind of slowing down for the afternoon now. So
yeah,
we're about to, as Bianca mentioned, get back down on the tracks and head to Camp 4 tonight, which isn't too far away. I think it's like, what, half an hour or so?
Yeah, about that. And you can actually stay here at this, like the Horseshoe Top End, or was it? Yeah, Horseshoe Top End. But there wasn't any campsites available at the time. There is now, which is annoying. But either way, we're going to stay down the road at the, I think it's Kanato Station.
Kanato Station, yeah.
So that's where we're headed for tonight.
Yeah, so back on the road. Found dinner.
We've accidentally stolen one of their sheep. We're rounding him up. There we go. There we go. He's off.
Okay, we just pulled up for camp for tonight, and it's a bit of a rare treat for us to actually arrive at camp during daylight hours, so very happy about that. Gonna watch a pretty spectacular sunset over those mountains behind us. And here we are in a pretty nice spot. So it's obviously pretty dry. So this area of South Australia is experiencing a bit of a drought right now. So they haven't had rain for over 8 months. Hence
In
everything
some areas,
is
yeah.
pretty dry and dusty, but pretty nice nonetheless.
Yeah, very nice. It's definitely very evident, as Daniel said, but we have pulled up here, and if you're wondering where we are, I don't think we said that, we are at Canado Station. Well, I hope I'm saying that right. Canado Station, which is just south-ish of the Horseshoe Rim area, which is where we're driving today.
Yeah, it's a nice close drive to get to here.
Yeah, so it's really nice. We've got a place all to ourselves. I imagine if there's other people that would book in, like apparently the campsites are really spread out. It's one I found on Wiki Camps. I think we paid $30 to stay here.
Yep.
I think, I can't remember. Maybe it was 20. No, it was 30. And we got a little drop toilet. We've
Yes.
got a fire pit, which is humongous.
Our own toilet over there.
Yep, little drop toilet, a humongous fire pit with a nice log next to it, and we're just camped up on an old creek bed. Well, not it is a creek bed, I should say.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's really nice. Got some beautiful trees and the sun setting, and it's just, yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah,
And
the
it's
wind's died right down. Some sounds of nature in the background. It's lovely.
It's so peaceful. It's really nice.
So we're going to find ourselves some nice level ground, get camp set up, and enjoy this afternoon because we're not going to stay up too late tonight. We've got a pretty busy day tomorrow, in
early
which we're
start.
hitting the road pretty early in the morning.
But I think we will get a fire going because I'm already starting to feel cool.
Yeah.
It's cooling down quickly.
So we're just getting ready to put some dinner on and we've run into some issues with the pantry. What's going on?
Well, the pantry was very fully stocked, and I blame Daniel because it worked fine when I last used it. But there is a box of K-Time muesli bars that's jammed itself in the back, and now when we try to open the door, it goes to here.
All we can access is the bottom third of the pantry, and because the shelf is halfway up, we can't get a hand up there to remove the obstacle. So
If I show you, you might be able to see it. Actually, if you hold this light here for me. Do you see that? That is our little culprit just there. He just needs to move a little bit. Anyway, so what I'm doing is jamming this knife in there, trying to hook it on the box with the serrated edge, and then pull the box forward so it falls back to where it was. That's my current plan.
just cut it to pieces, I reckon.
Well, that as well, but I have gotten it to move. You can see it on the reflection, but I also keep getting the knife stuck like this. And
I'm waiting
also
for
trying hard not
Bianca to
cut
drop
myself.
the knife over into the back of the drawers. I thought that was the one. Yay! Oh dear.
Okay, Timbers.
Alright, we are officially back into the pantry thanks to Bianca's hard work and perseverance. And I reckon I might need to do some redesigning of that pantry to stop that happening in future, or just leave Bianca to pack the pantry after our restock days. What do you reckon?
Oh, pins and needles in my fingers.
Things like dislocated her arms do that.
Bad job.
I will do a better job
packing.
in future.
Join us in the next episode of our Big Lap series as we take on the most expensive four-wheel drive track in the Flinders Ranges, Skytrack. With its very own pyramids, historic station huts, beautiful landscapes and some of the best views we've ever seen, was this track worth the hefty price tag?